This will be episode 4 of Heavy Chevy Rescue. What will be in here? The transmission. She is all back from the shop. She is completely rebuilt. All the new clutches from the stage 1 kit are in it. The new Kevlar band, the new steels, and a little bit of adjustment to the separator plate inside. The separator plate is now, the little holes in it that give oil to the drums are bigger now, so we're letting fluid into the drums faster now. So it's a little quicker, a little firmer shift. So it is now built up a little bit. She's all clean. I think I'm going to give a coat of paint to her. That is not the new converter, that's the old one that is all blown up. The diagnosis on it was, and get this, the guy was stumped when he took this thing apart. He disassembled it in front of me, and everything was perfectly fine inside of it. He pulled the speed sensor out and there was metal on it, which, you know, I was panicking at that point. The speed sensor's right over here. And I was panicking at that point, so started taking it apart, took the valve body apart, and there's a chuck ball that went through the separator plate, which I said was pretty normal to do with these transmissions after a while. And that would have caused it. So we kept digging deeper, got the whole valve body apart, and it looked alright. There's no metal in any of the servos or any of the solenoids. So we dove into the pump. Maybe the pump was messed up. The pump was perfectly fine. It looked brand new. He even asked me how many miles are on this transmission. I said 260,000. And he was astonished. So we got into the first drum, and it looked perfectly fine. Even the clutches and steels were fine. And we got into the second drum. Clutches and steels were still fine. Drum was perfectly fine. Sun shell. He put a new sun shell in this one because you're just replacing it. And the input and the output shafts were fine. So diagnosis: blown up torque converter, which was actually my first thought. So she's gonna get some paint, and I have the new carrier bearing, the final U-joint, and a new polyurethane mount on the back of it. It's on its way, just ordered today. So we will have this thing up and running in a matter of no time. Hell yeah, she's coming back. Also, got a little personalization to the truck. The brake pedal, loose nuts, along with the dashboard. I'm going to start covering it in automotive things. It says little D over there because that was my nickname. But I'm going to start covering it in automotive insignias all up in here. And soon we'll get the gauge cluster up here. And under the hood. Dive under the hood. Do the old Chevy tap. 350. Electric fan conversion, which was done a while ago. And air cleaner's been polished up a little bit, and a brand new air cleaner put in, just kind of undoing some of the neglect. So after this, it's brakes, alignment, just a little more cosmetics, and she is ready to go. Stay tuned, everybody. Oh, and headers are on the way. I ordered a set of mid-links for this thing. So yeah, race truck. Stay tuned, everybody.